So who's here? We're gonna try to knock this out real quick. I'm gonna try to knock this out real quick, but this is crazy. All right, I got tech support. Let me get like two more people because I got a clip I want to play real quick. I'm looking at this comedy hype video, that's talking about Ari Spears calling out Michael Epps for blaming police shootings on black crimes. I think that they are misinterpreting what this man is saying. Okay, like people just, but we're gonna play the clip real quick. That's why I want to leave a few people right here so I can play this clip. So we got tech. So who else is here? Because this right here is pretty you said the title is facts though. Like this is I'm just gonna play it. Here it is.
Good morning, peace and blessings, everyone. I want to speak upon the young man that got killed in my hometown, Indianapolis. These cops gotta be punished. You can't put them on desk duty. You can't suspend them. They gotta feel the wrath. I mean, you just out here killing young black men for nothing. I mean, it's sad that they're hiring cops that are not culturally connected to the culture. They scared of black people. They young, they skinny, they weenie. They ain't never been around a black person in their life. And then you chase them down and you kill them. All
right, before I continue, okay. Those were crackers that killed him. It was like some rednecks doing some citizens arrests. Okay, that's how crackers think, so let's continue. So these weren't cops. These was crackers.
For killing them. You shooting them 100 times. And young black men, we got to stop giving them an opportunity to kill us. We got to stop giving them an opportunity to kill us. They killing us because they watching us kill us.
Well, Mike's message wouldn't fully be embraced by everyone. Ari Spears in particular would.
I mean, okay, they was ex-cops, but they was still niggas that wasn't, they was just still regular niggas, But I get what you're saying, though. Well, what's y'all take on that right there? And I'm finna let this play out, and they're finna say Ari Spears part.
Speak up against Epps' message to young black men, giving police officers a reason to shoot them. And he would also address D.L. Hughley for resharing Epps' message.
I recently saw a post where Mike Epps was basically talking about how all these cops is killing black folks and how we need to do something about it and how we need to be better. And then towards the end of his clip, he said, we have to stop giving cops a reason to kill us. We have to stop killing us so they can stop killing us. And D.L. Hughley reposted it. First off, I love me some D.L. Hughley and I respect the shit out of Mike Epps. These are two very talented brothers. But we got to do better than that. What the fuck do black people killing each other have to do with cops killing black people? Okay? That's a very dangerous narrative to try to portray because that allows them to hide behind their racism. We know why they kill us. It ain't got shit to do with what we do in our own community, okay? And for him to say that is irresponsible because it allows them to hide behind their racism to commit murder. So unless you have the skill level to articulate or convey your point the right way, if you don't, Mike, stay the fuck away from the topic, dog, because that's not the message we try to convey. I love me some black people. I love me some Mike Epps. I love me some D.L. Hughley. And I know not all cops are bad, but we can't do that. That's some shit Barkley would say. We got to do better than
that. In a lengthy
That
post.
nigga, they're stupid. He said that's some shit Barkley would say. That nigga, they're crazy. But what's y'all take on that? And we ain't talking about agents today. There's no reason for the chat to be quiet. Now y'all can speak up. Okay, I agree with you on that one, Christian. He should have sent him that in private. Okay. Okay, I think the first dude had it right now. I want to hear what somebody else say too. But I really do think he should have sent that nigga that shit in private though, like dead ass. But since you said it, I think that should. But let's see. Who else is on here? So y'all gonna try to do a little quiet shit today, because usually, like I say, when the stream is usually quiet, you know, it's a little too heavy. But this ain't about the agents, y'all. Like I said, y'all can talk. Don't be embarrassed to talk now. So continuing, I'm gonna have to agree. Okay, but tech is really, you know, that's what I was finna get at right there. Like how Michael Epps was right now. This is why I made the title right here. And this is the very reason why I made the title. Let's see what the stream is called. Blacks turn on each other faster than their enemies can plot. Okay. They turn on each other faster than their enemies can plot. Okay, I got 3 likes, 3 dislikes. See, I told you, when it get heavy like this, and you got to remember that a lot of agents pretty much, you pretty much proving this point right here, just being an agent on my channel, because most of you niggas are black dusty niggas. So anyway, Michael Epps was 100% correct. Okay, black people. Okay, when you really stop to think about how a lot of them live, think about a lot of conversations when you're around black people that's not really in the suburbs. And even if you are in the suburbs, there's always a few of them that kind of migrate up here. Okay, you always hear them talking about some evil shit. Okay, even when I used to look through people's comments on Manosphere videos, they talk about some evil shit, hood shit. Okay. I'm trying to tell people, like, black people do live evil lives. Okay. So Michael Epps do have a point about what he was saying, the gangster lifestyle, the drug lifestyle. Okay. So he's saying we got to be better, but he's not saying that they're shooting you because, you kill each other. That is not what the hell he said. Let's listen to that again. I'm going to break down what Michael Epps just said. First of all, he was blaming the cops for being racist, first of all, when he started it off. Okay, he never said, oh, it's your fault, not the cops. He was getting into the cops' ass.
100 times suspend them. They got hometown in Indianapolis. These cops gotta be punished. You can't put them on.
These cops gotta be punished. That's what he started off saying. So what is Aries getting that from? But once again, Aries is just in his feelings. That's just how it happens. I think he should have calmed down before he made the response. He was just going off of pure emotion. He's just so furious about what happened. I think he should have just chilled the fuck out for a second. But let's continue.
That's duty. You can't suspend them. They gotta feel the wrath. I mean, you just out here killing young black men for nothing. I mean,
Now, once again, they are out here killing young black men for nothing. This is Michael Epps' word. I don't know where did the other shit come from that prompted, Aries to say what he said about Mike, trying to talk to him, trying to make it sound like he's a cooning ass nigga. I'm like, ain't shit, that nigga said cooning. Okay, so continuing.
It's sad that they're hiring cops that are not culturally connected to the culture. They scared of black people. They young, they skinny, they weenie.
And he ain't lying about that. Them niggas do be skinny as hell too. Like, them cops be weak. Okay, but I don't even necessarily think they're scared. I think they just got hatred for them. They're just motivated more by hatred, and using the fear as an excuse.
They ain't never been around a black person in their life, and then you chase them down and you kill them. You overkilling them. You shooting them 100 times. And young black men, we got to stop giving them an opportunity to kill us. We got to stop giving them an opportunity to kill us.
Now, what he's talking about is, once again, the lifestyle that a lot of black men, young black men live is they breaking in, they doing some nigga shit. Okay, basically saying stop doing some nigga shit. Okay, because if you was the type of person that is a criminal, okay, and you just doing dumb shit to get arrested and you end up getting shot, that's what he's talking about. Okay, he basically saying stay out of trouble. Now he addressed what happened in Indianapolis. Then he switched it over to a general point. That's what people fail to understand. So that kind of made me a little annoyed. Only 2 people. Y'all niggas ain't shit. 6 people, only 2 people coming. Man, y'all ain't shit. I wish every last one of y'all unsubbed except for the real niggas. Y'all ain't shit. I can't talk about ages. I can't talk about real shit. Man, y'all garbage. But I appreciate the people that's actually participating. But Tech says it sounds like he is trying to create an outrage when both of them are pretty much on the same page. I mean, he probably is. Because they ain't shit. You said why people ain't commenting because they ain't shit. But once again, you got to realize most agents on my channel are black. So like this title is pretty much cutting them because I got 3 dislikes. I got 3 likes, and usually when it's like that, that's the audience telling that they're telling on themselves. Just pathetic. Oh, and especially since Mr. A shot up that dude's house. I'm like, hold on. You came on here, oh, Mr. A buying your material. So Mr. A mad at that nigga. They live in the same neighborhood or city or something. He rolled by the nigga's house and shot up his house. If that ain't proof that this title is correct, I don't know what is. That is the most nigga shit. Come Tech. I would have thought that this was a joke at first, but I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, Mr. A does seem psychotic. I've been peeping his personality for a long time. I always thought he was psychotic. And then he was like, he told a dude, you better stop talking reckless or you're going to get popped. I'm like, why don't you tell this nigga this? Now, the comments have been deleted because Mr. A deleted the profile that he said it on. And the dude just deleted his comment because it just left him with me and him talking. So, so he deleted the comment. That was mind-boggling. He was like, bro, as soon as I said I'm done, that clown just rolled by the crib and sprayed up and peeled off real quick. That is crazy. And I was thinking that too. I'm like, I bet he'll do some shit like that. That's when I get that comment. I'm like, you good, bro? What type of nigga shit is that? I used to see Mr. A in his videos. He is a do-rag wearing nigga. Like when I saw him a long time ago, I just forgot how he looked. I think he light skinned. But when somebody showed me a video, I'm like, yeah, that nigga there. I believe he did it. Somebody said he didn't do it. I'm like, you did that shit. But I knew something was off about him. And on here trying to talk about dusty niggas and all that shit. No, that shit got to be talked about. That made me not fuck with him right now. I'm like, you know what? I don't fuck with that nigga. That shit pissed me off. I was hot about that one. But and he, these are both black dudes. Okay, one black dude, he was the black dude that outed him, was pretty much done wrong by him anyway. He was like, that nigga owed me money. He the only one that pissed me off personally. That's why I'm going in on him like that. And that's how that started. But all he was doing was just talking. Okay, but Mr. A get mad and want to drive by the nigga's house and shoot up his place. Never seen nothing that crazy in life. And trying to come on here and act like he all hip and stuff and wise when you've been the devil the whole time. He gonna make a profile with my name on it yesterday and comment with an eyeball. I'm like, I don't know what that was about. But I'm like, that is so demonic. Who comments an eyeball? Then you put my real name up there. I'm trying to figure out how people. Oh yeah, I forgot. They saw my old comedy videos and I said my actual name. But that just goes to show you that something is mental. Like, why? What's the obsession with me? Like, as soon as I started making videos, people started figuring out my Facebook. I'm like, how the fuck y'all know my Facebook? Like, what the hell is what? Am I really that interested in you people? Buy some shit. If you really that interested, buy some shit. Find my Instagram and stuff. I'm like, damn. I had to make my Instagram private. I'm sick of niggas. Really made it private because the Rainbow Zombie was harassing me on there. But y'all some quiet niggas because y'all know y'all ain't shit. But that is just crazy. All you got to do is just save face. You just put yourself in stupider situations. But if that's not if that ain't proof, I don't know what is. Over nothing. All because he was in the wrong. Stop stealing niggas' material. Did it hurt your pride that bad? You know, because you got to realize that I really was calling this nigga out on the stream. I was just, whatever I was saying was directed directly to him because he was the one doing it. I said, that's the shit I'm talking about. I've been said that. I said that a long time ago. And then that's when I said, because you heard me say it first. So that's just between me and him. Okay. And instead of him just pretending like I'm just saying it and just stop doing it, he trying to, well, you know, that person be biting, that person be biting, that person be biting. All you had to do was stop. But you like black people, you can't talk to them about nothing real. Okay. And that could be the true reason like why this channel is got so many agents to begin with. You know, it just don't work out. Like if I was appealing to white people, I'm pretty sure I think I would have less agents, but that's just my theory. Even though there are some white agents on here. But be careful who you associate with on these streams, you know, because I like with Guy King, get on the streams, man. Like a lot of people found me through his channel, and Mr. A is the person that found me through his channel. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're finna make videos, if you don't make content now, be careful of people. Hey, man, do a stream with me. You don't know who you're talking to. There's always agents lurking. And like GK, you know, now that I think about it, a lot of people that he associate with is on that hood shit. Probably would have never had anything to do with him had I never done the stream with that nigga. So that's a good learning experience. Yeah, he tried to take others down with him. But that's that's how a lot of black people live. They live just like that. It's just ghetto. They're just wicked. Just that's the reason why they were slaves. That's the truth. You can call me a coon all you want to, but read the Bible. God turns you over to stupidity when you live a dumb life. Like how society lives a godless life, God turned them over to a reprobate mind. That's why you see so many rainbow zombies. Okay, that's how y'all want to be. And he just said whatever. Then the devil, swoop, I got him. Then okay. That's why they gay. That's why so many people gay. God will give you what you want. You can believe that. Yep. But this dude basically, you know, two dudes you know, one dude just took the opportunity to get at another dude. I think that was low key dirty. Now, if this was a situation involving two whiteys, two racist white people, they would be on the same page, and they would make a video congratulate one another or just adding to each other's point. Y'all peep how that is. Trying to tell people. And I think that's why black people get hot when other black people say stuff like, hey, y'all giving them the opportunity, because they themselves are not really righteous. Okay, and that's just bottom line. But one thing I can say, that shit kind of dark. I don't like, just the aura of the stream is just, it's strange. Every time it get real, that's when it get this little weird aura, only because of you. Y'all know who y'all are. But once again, I have never seen black people, okay, be that divided over who's black, like in the hood, or even if you ain't in the hood, you can just be around a lot of black people. You don't know what you're going to get. You got to cherry pick black people. But if you're in a crowd full of black people, you will not hear any arguments over who's black. They're going to go for the most ignorant motherfucker. Oh, yeah, he's black. Whoever doing the most ignorant stuff, whoever's doing the most proper things is a sellout. You white, you talk, that type of stuff. You don't really see too much argument between that. Okay, but black people want to be talking about smoking weed and other rapper shit. Oh, I got 4 likes. Who's new here? Essential Classic. What's good? What's your take on the Michael Epps speech?
Opportunity to kill us. They killing us because they watching us kill us.
Well, Mike's message would.
Now, what Michael really meant by that right there. Oh, you just got home. He basically saying that they doing it because he's saying they doing it because he figure y'all ain't gonna do shit. Okay, he basically saying y'all some bitch ass niggas. Okay, they don't fear black people because they know that nobody's gonna retaliate on them. Okay, because they know how easily divided black people are. That's basically what he was saying with that last sentence. They don't really seem to like each other, And when people see that, guess what they try to do? They try to slip through the cracks. That's what he's talking about. So that's why they just feel, black people, let's just do something. And what's going to happen? They're cowards. I bet you they like say for instance, go to China. Okay, go to China and do some white shit over there and see what happened to you. Like even when the United States go over there, like their army go over there, they chill the fuck out. These some Chinese niggas, too many of the niggas. Leave them the fuck alone. Stay your ass in line. March forward. We came here to do one little thing. Leave these slanted motherfuckers alone. We ain't got time for that Viet Cong shit. Leave them motherfuckers alone. Christian says blacks also got too many divisions, light skin, dark skin. Man, that's a fact. Then you got the hoods in the suburbs. Too many divisions. But that's only because, you know, of what they did back in the day. You know, they shouldn't have pissed God off. Well, I wouldn't say that. It's really just like what you said, Tech. God will give you what you want. Believe that. That's what they wanted when they escaped Egypt. Oh, let's just worship a cattle. Despite the fact that God took us out of Egypt, let's do orgies. And, you know, they was doing some rainbow zombie stuff. Like, there's a reason why Moses decided, what the fuck did y'all do? Give me my goddamn sword. Kill this nigga, kill this. Like, he was actually killing them after that too. Okay, Moses literally took the sword to these people. Okay, and he was very strategic about it. He said, okay, what I remember reading is he would kill the father, he would kill the firstborn son. I think he even killed all the sons, and then he just basically take the women or something. But he massacred them, you know. He massacred those people because of how blasphemous they were. And I think they was doing some stupid stuff after he died too. So I think that's how they ended up, you know, in this scenario here in the United States. But they asked, like, I'm telling you, there's a reason. It's all about finding the right black people that's godly. You know, you find the black people that God didn't curse. That's what it's all about. And technically, God didn't really curse them. They cursed themselves. That's what they wanted. It's just like when the Hebrew Israelites asked for a king. Give us a king. We want to be like the other nations. Samuel, give us a king. Ask God to give us a king, Samuel. Samuel was hot off of that when he was steaming. Okay. And then God basically talked to him, and they was on the same accord. Because Samuel even said, what y'all asking for is evil. God said, okay, I'll do it, but what you're asking for is evil. Tell them this. The king is going to have 10% of this, that, and this. He's going to make your sons and daughters his slaves. And he's going to get greedy in this, that, and this. And when that happens, I will not save you from him. This is God saying that. And that's what they asked for. That's what they got. Because you got to just think, how stupid do you have to be to want to answer to a dude like that? You know, they had it set up right. You know, so after Samson died, that's when they wanted a king. So stupid. Like I said, the answer is very simple, but once again, you see that a lot of black people make it complex. As y'all saw with that comparison video between Michael Epps' speech and Avery Spears, you know, rebuttal to it. You know, I'm like, why are you attacking this man? Okay. How do we get united? Oh no, how about you not be an agent? Okay. How about you not be an agent? The question ain't for me, nigga. The question is for you. That's for starters. Stop trying to plot on niggas. Stop hating on niggas. Stop siding with niggas that's ignorant. Let them fight their own battles. That's for starters. Y'all know that Michael Jackson video "Beat It" is not based on the West Side Story at all. People think, oh, that's just Michael Jackson's version of the West Side Story. In Michael Jackson's own words, the story is based off of people that was jealous of somebody that was moving up and they killed them. And you already know that this involved black people. You know this. But, you know, on Michael Jackson's video, it was a happy ending. But he said that's where he got the idea. I myself have seen this on the news over here before. You know, they had this one black dude that had everything going for him. He was about to get in college. You know, he's about to get signed up to a team. Everything was going good. Then they killed him at the bus stop. Okay. Then they killed a nigga at the bus stop. These are blacks doing that to another black. So that's why these arguments are ridiculous. Oh, you said that was the bad video. I could have sworn. I could have sworn he said that was the Beat It video. I don't know. I guess I need to watch it again. I don't know. You might be right. I'm gonna check it out later. But I was positive. I remember hearing the Beat It song, and I remember hearing the dude say, "Oh, people think it was based on the West Side Story, but it wasn't." So I'm gonna check it again though. You said you like how people waited till MJ died to spit on his name. See, yeah, that was already doing it while he was alive. But since he's no longer around to defend himself, they went bonkers with it. Like how they did King James, talking about he's gay. I'm like, yeah, I know that nigga ain't gay. Just not playing. They have to wait 300 years till after that nigga died and try to tell about he was gay. That's how people try to do you. I'm telling you, man, the spiritual battle, it does not stop once you leave this dimension. It continues until the end comes. Because who you are is who you are and what you represent. And your memory, if your memory, you know, is actually real, you know, meaning that you live the truth, it's going to be inspiring to a lot of people. So people do what they can to throw dirt on that name. They don't need that inspiration. We don't need people being as righteous as you. Now, remember that nigga, you remember that clip I played of that Rainbow Zombie talking about Little Richard? And, you know, just watch the video that I made about Little Richard being straight and, you know, how Rainbow Zombie is mad that he's straight. Listen to what that gay dude said in that video. That right there proves it all. He said, Little Richard gonna try to get more people to be straight. I remember him saying something like that. That was piss. Matter of fact, I think that it was a real serious backlash because I think that video actually did like when Little Richard became a pastor. I think it was a huge deal on the news when it happened. I think that happened around 08 or something. I forgot. I just know Facebook was still a thing while like when it was still somewhat relevant. Telling you niggas is quiet because they got bad intentions. I'm telling you. Most people watching this channel is guilty of this title. Well, I just want to listen. I ain't got nothing to add. But when I'm talking about hoes, see how likely you are to talk in comparison to this. That right there just proves that people just, you know, like I say, when that's why this territory, this ain't that move, you know. Talking about deep stuff is already not really good anyway. Just due to people feeling intimidated. Okay. You talking to all this smart stuff, they, you know, you're gonna automatically make a lot of people feel down because a lot of people got self-esteem issues. Then you got to realize a lot of people don't necessarily watch the, you know, you said welcome what? I don't understand your comment. So anyway, a lot of people don't necessarily watch it for the same reasons you might watch it. You might, oh, I want to hear somebody talk something intelligent. But a lot of people is really coming up here to take accountability away from them being awkward with women and stuff. And they just figure this nigga's cool. Let me piggyback off of what he's saying. Them niggas be lame as fuck. So it's already controversial. Bitch nature and then just deepness in general. So many, and people, you know, people feel better about themselves because they can just, oh, I can just pretend like it happens to me. And stuff like that. So that's why this type of stuff attracts agents. You know, so the more powerful you are, the more narcissists flock to you. Because I remember the dude even flat out saying, he was like, brother, to be honest with you, your fan base is garbage. And to be honest with you, and I told y'all this before too. He said, these people, these are the same dudes that interfere with you in real life getting the honey. And I'm like, damn, I said it, somebody else finally admitted it. And these the type of niggas that just linger around, they'll be silent. Like you see how silent they are right here. But if a chick came up here and was talking, I bet you $5, everybody has, like all 7 people will have something to say. Especially if she just commented, hey, Negro Ninja, you're very handsome. Ooh, I'll do this for you. And this, that, and this. Oh, bro, just watch. Okay, Neck of the Woods says, a few years ago, I decided to move to get more. That nigga, that's silly. And that's the problem right there, Tech. But a few years ago, I decided to move to the more whitest areas in America. I just can't get along with black people, man. But that's what all successful black people do. Okay, and this is the true reason why. Lewis, what's good, nigga? And that's why I don't blame, you know, black men for getting a white woman. Even if the Bible say you should date them within your tribe. Okay. I'm pretty sure God will make, you know, he'll probably just say, well, I said this because of this reason we're here. Okay. But God never called you dating a white woman an abomination to my knowledge. I ain't never heard that. Okay. Now some people say that God saying that you dating a Canaanite woman is like an abomination. But who do you know who's a Canaanite? You got to know before you say it. Well, that person is a Canaanite. And you know, Canaanites is Cain's children. That's what they talking about, them type of Canaanites. You can't just look at a white person and just assume they're a Canaanite. Like you can't just look at a black person and assume they're a Hebrew Israelite. Because we already know this. When one of my bros put me up on Esau being black, I'm like, oh, I'm just fascinating. And once again, if you're real to something, you're gonna do homework. You ain't just gonna listen to somebody and copy them. Okay. You're gonna say, well, this nigga say this. Let me look this up for myself. Okay. Then you're gonna find it on you. Okay, so once he put me on that game that Esau was black, I'm saying, let me look at this word ruddy. Okay. Then I saw that Goliath called David ruddy. And I was like, why would he call him ruddy if David, you know, like they teach you, oh man, people in the Bible is white. I'm like, bullshit. I never believed that shit anyway. But if David was white, then why would he be called Ruddy? And it sounded racist as hell how the giant called him that. I'm like, yeah, I believe it. And then he was, saying how what was it? How Noah was albino, and people thought that he was, a child of the angels. So I'm like, yeah, just check out. I'm telling you, man, people got to do their research instead of just listening to people and then trying to copy them. So like when I talk my shit about Esau, I know what I'm talking about. I did the research. Somebody opened my eyes to it, and I did the fuck out that research. But let's see. And the reason why I went into that rant, okay, goes into this title as well. Lots of black people think, oh, okay, let me get around some black people, but you don't even know that them niggas is not even your same race. You think they the same race because you got a similar pigmentation. But we're the same shade. Well, you guess what? I have seen white people that was darker than me. A lot of people ain't gonna believe that. I've seen Asians that are darker than me. I've seen Mexicans that's darker than me. So all that dumb shit got to go out the window. Other black dudes are either Lucius. I don't even know how to say that word. Or as you say, rainbow, zombie, dumb, or a hater, or a combination of the three. You got to go what makes you happy. If it's messing with your soul, you don't supposed to be around it. Because the average black person is no different than them dudes that shot that black boy in Indianapolis. The only difference is y'all got the same skin color. That's why it's so hard. I'm like, well, this person's black. I would never expect for him to do that. What's a 95 mean? Oh, you was about to type and it just didn't finish. And that is a fact. That's a 100% fact, by the way. He said 95%, but that's true. As of your success is based off of the people you hang with. That is a fact. You see by this channel. Once again, if there was no agents, if all people that was sub was not an agent, guess what this channel would be at? Millions of. You can't just blame YouTube. People be like, oh, YouTube is holding you back. You can't just blame YouTube. Because people got a part in, helping other people succeed too. Essential class. I have the most difficulty with other black people being called an Uncle Tom because and you only just speaking proper. You are Uncle Tom. He's an Uncle Tom. He's saying the word the instead of duh. Stupid. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care if you are black or white. Because this right there just proves that this is all an illusion anyway. Okay, because there are some white people that would never do nothing that stupid in life to another black man. Okay, I have seen whites disown another white person for being racist. They're like, hey, we don't play that shit over here. You ain't finna say nigga over here. I've seen it. Okay, some whites will disown. I didn't think it was possible, but it is some white people that don't play that shit. But let's see. Just like some black people will disown another black man for doing the simplest thing that's not even controversial. I don't know, man. You wear your pants up. I want to be friends with you. Or they'll just be around you to try to sabotage. It's weird. Neck of the Woods says, I'd rather fuck with you than the so-called friends that I currently know in real life outside of YouTube. I don't blame you. Because why would you? Who cares about what's around you when what's around you is a piece of shit? That's just common sense. There's no one in hell, a nigga just finna be, oh, let me just hang around people so I don't look crazy. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, and when the person look raggedy, that's that's the first clue right there. That's something I had to learn too. Once again, you growing up. Once again, you put up with people for so long because that's what you grew up around. People in your neighborhood stupid. Oh man, people just stupid. That's not true. That's just something you're used to. And then you just get tired over the years. And then you look at what other people have and realize what you're supposed to have. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, how come none of my friends be telling me this type of shit? I always be the last person to know I don't know it all until I figured it out. So that right there is just that's how you know something ain't right. Then you got people around you telling you that you overreacting when you had these thoughts to begin with. Oh man, you just overthinking stuff. People don't got to tell you everything, man. You just surround people gaslighting 24/7. 24/7 and 24/7 don't even really describe it perfectly. That's how deep that is. That's how deep that is. You ever notice how when you cutting people out your life, it's always that one motherfucker that either call up or inbox you that haven't said shit to you in years or in a long time? You ever notice that? Like people just know you're doing the spring cleaning. Oh, I'm just doing the spring cleaning. He doing the spring cleaning. Let me just say something to him. That way, maybe he won't cut me off. Because you got to realize, why would people be around you and not say nothing? That right there is your first clue. That's not to say that everybody that don't say something is wicked, but you just got to think. You just got to think hard about why. You said it's usually an ex-hole. But I be peeping what people be doing. They be thinking they slick. They just feel it. Why should they even have a feeling that you getting rid of people? That right there is proof enough right there that there's some witchcraft involved. Y'all ain't that close. Why should they feel that? Means they watch you more than they should. You said, oh yeah. Hold on. I ended up blocking an individual like that. Honestly, that dude had an evil energy about him. See, I'm telling you. Niggas I haven't spoke to since college. When I was cleaning up my Facebook, nigga just hit me up with something, a YouTube video about a conspiracy theory. Oh, watch out for this. And then when I said something to him, he left it on red. I'm like, nigga, you ain't coming up here just to have no conversation. You thought that I was going to be stupid enough not to delete you because there's no reason for you to be around. No conversation after that. You would have thought he would have been like, yeah, man, this is crazy. He ain't even do that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to block it. I ain't blocking, but I just deleted him. You just get tired of people acting stupid. I'm like, I don't think and then, like I said, the older I get, the more I notice that people act stupid. I swear, despite the fact that I was complaining about what has happened in the past, people still didn't act quite as stupid as they act now towards me. That's kind of weird. Like people would just act flat out stupid. You'd be talking to them, they're just that didn't used to happen when I was 12 years old. I mean, actually, I'm trying to think. I don't remember it happening that much. I just know the older I get, the more they would be likely to just act weird like that. I remember at this one job with a warehouse full of holes, you know, when I started working out with the buff dude, he had my number. I'm like, how you get my number? But he never called me. He just said he had it. Now, how did he get the number? A girl gave it to him. Okay, because I feel that the girl was setting me up anyway. You know, she was trying to get me to come to one of her parties. And she was just talking to me about the party. And I felt like, you know, it was a setup. I'm like, so what, you know, keep in contact, or, you know, let me know or something. Give me the number. I felt like that was a thing. I'm like, why did it feel like I was supposed to get her number? Fast forward about a few months later or something, dude was like, hey man, let's work out. Okay, I'm like, shit, all right, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna call you. I'm like, how you get my number? Oh, she gave it to me. But he never once called or texted me. He only kept in contact through Instagram. Well, I thought you said you were gonna text me when we were supposed to go to the gym. But we only went to the gym after work. So as soon as work you got finished, we'll just drive straight to the gym. And even when I had to go home and get some clothes that one time, he just used Instagram. Like, hey, you coming back? That was about it. So that is strange. Matter of fact, I think all the dudes had my number that I was cool with at the job. Okay, so I know she gave it to him and so a couple of other people. That's the shit I be talking about right there. Luckily, I didn't go to her party. That shit is beyond sus. That shit just weird. That's on some gang stalking shit. Technology makes it easier to do stupid shit like that. So what makes you Rainbow Zombies so infatuated with this channel? Brilliant, or should I say retarded 009? Like what draws you to this channel? Because you don't sound like you take any pills at all. It sounds like you take something that you should not be taking, that is fencing to lead you into hell because you're an abomination. That's what it sounds like you taking. Told you, these people go out their way to be a rainbow zombie. This could be time spent reading the Bible so you won't go to hell. But I guess some people just know that they're just done and just want to speed up the process. Tell you, when people talk stupid, it's because they are stupid. That's the little weird shit I be talking about. You know, when people act dumb, they're stupid. You know, and I even let him linger around here just to prove a point. Okay, what did you say? And he just got stupider. There is no miscommunication, really. People just choose to do stupid shit because that's just how they run. They run dumbly. Yep. As soon as I saw his name, I knew he was a retard. And everything he was saying, I'm like, what the heck is he just stupid? Anything that's godly does not sound stupid. Even the devil got better sense than to sound stupid, even though he's clearly an idiot. Okay, the devil present himself better than that shit. But you listen closely to Satan, he still sound dumb as everybody else. He just presented better. Yeah, he's an idiot. All right, so what y'all niggas got to say? Y'all just gonna listen to me talk? Damn, I'm listening to somebody. As soon as I'm scrolling down and I see Vlad TV talking about some Lavelle Crawford compels Key and Peele to black kids in a mostly white school. Like what? You see, that's the stuff I'm talking about right now. I don't even think that was necessary. But then again, we already know Vlad TV is an agent anyway. Nigga, that just be look like he just be instigating shit. Like, I guess that's how people got to make their living. People like drama. That's just like me. Let me make a video and just say these two guys are white men. Like, why would I do that? That don't make sense. Just out the blue like that. You have to search very hard to see a white person, doing another white person like that or whatever. They gonna take some effort. Yeah, that's that nigga. He interviews rappers and stuff. I mean, he interviewed look like anybody that he can get his hands on that's doing entertainment. But I mostly see him with rappers. Yeah, it don't make no sense to me. And I guess that's it, because y'all niggas silent. Okay, 7 watching, only 1 in the chat, and that's crazy. And I guess I'm gonna wrap this up. And this has been the Negro Ninja, bringing you your Negro message for today, Negro out.